Lesson 1, Discovering My Bag. Hello, my dear learner, and welcome back to English Practice Beginners. Today, we begin a fun and practical story. My everyday carry. What's in my bag? Imagine you're about to open someone's bag for the first time. What would you expect to see? Pens? A notebook? Perhaps a snack or a small umbrella? Well, I'll show you what I carry every day and teach you English along the way. First, let's start with the word carry. Repeat after me. Carry. Carry. Excellent. To carry something means to have it with you wherever you go. Now, I often carry a small leather backpack. It's light, neat, and comfortable on my shoulders. Inside, there's a notebook, a pen, my phone, a pair of headphones, and a few unexpected items too. Let's imagine a tiny conversation at the university canteen. Alice said, "Hey, what's in your bag today?" I smiled and replied, "Oh, just the usual. Notebook, pen, headphones, and a chocolate bar for emergencies." Alice laughed. Emergency chocolate, always a good idea. Now repeat after me. Notebook, pen, headphones. Emergency chocolate. Perfect. Notice how we use just the usual. It's a very natural phrase in British English to mean the normal things you carry or do. Also, when we say for emergencies, it doesn't have to be serious. It can be funny, like chocolate or a small treat. When I open my bag, the first thing I see is my notebook. It's where I write new words, sentences, and little observations about life. Writing helps memory. Try repeating this. I write new words in my notebook. Writing helps memory. Lovely. Before we finish this lesson, think about your own bag. What do you carry every day? Try saying out loud 3 things you always take with you. That small exercise will help you speak naturally. In the next lesson, I'll show you the second layer of my bag, the items you don't expect but use every day. Lesson 2, Hidden Treasures in My Bag. Welcome back. Lesson 2 is about the hidden treasures inside my bag, the items that may seem ordinary but are very useful. For example, I always carry a small first aid kit. Not many people notice it, but it has saved me a few times. A tiny bandage or antiseptic wipe can be very handy. Repeat after me. First aid kit. Very useful. Perfect. Now, let's imagine a short dialogue at the library. Emma said, "Daniel, do you have a pen I can borrow?" I replied, "Sure, let me check my bag." I opened it, pulled out a pen and added, "I always carry 2, just in case one runs out of ink." Emma smiled. Smart thinking. In British English, we often say just in case to mean to be prepared. Repeat after me. Just in case. Be prepared. Very good. Next, I carry a small foldable umbrella. The UK weather is tricky. It can rain any time. One morning, I left home without checking the sky, and by noon, I was soaked. From that day, the umbrella became a non-negotiable part of my everyday carry. Repeat, foldable umbrella. Non-negotiable. Excellent. Other items include my portable charger, a keychain, and a small water bottle. Each item has a purpose. Each item helps me feel ready for the day. Now, imagine talking to a friend. Tom asked, "Why do you carry so many things?" I replied, "Because I like being prepared." Tom laughed. "You're like a walking shop." Use this phrase with me. I like being prepared. Walking shop. Perfect. Every bag tells a story. Your bag tells something about you, and talking about it is a great way to practice English naturally. In the next lesson, I'll show you the most surprising items in my bag, the ones that make people curious and spark conversation. Lesson 3, Surprising Items. People ask about hello again. Lesson 3 is fun because we talk about the surprising items in my bag. These are things people often notice and ask about. One of them is my small sketchbook. Not everyone expects a teacher to carry a sketchbook, but I do. Sometimes I draw little doodles of students, cafes, or nature scenes. Repeat after me. Sketchbook, doodles, nature scenes. Excellent. Let's have a short conversation. Sarah said, "Why do you carry a sketchbook?" I replied, "It helps me relax. Plus, I can capture little moments I don't want to forget." Sarah laughed. "That's really creative." Another surprising item is my small packet of mint sweets. People often ask, "Why do you have mints?" I say, "For fresh breath, always important before a meeting or chat." Repeat, mint sweets. Fresh breath. Lovely. I also carry a mini reusable shopping bag. It folds small, but if I buy something, I don't need a plastic bag. This is very British. We love small eco-friendly solutions. Repeat, reusable bag. Eco-friendly solution. One time, a student asked me, "Do you really carry all this every day?" I laughed, "Yes, and it makes life easier." Talking about these items allows me to practice descriptive sentences in English, like it helps me relax, always important, makes life easier. Repeat these phrases after me slowly. It helps me relax, always important, makes life easier. Very good. Before we end this lesson, think. What unusual items do you carry? Try to describe them in English using small sentences. That's excellent practice. In the next lesson, we'll talk about organising your bag and why order and routine in your everyday carry can improve your English mindset too. Lesson 4. Organisation and routine. Welcome to Lesson 4. Today, we focus on organisation. My bag isn't just a collection of items. It's carefully organised. Organisation helps me find things quickly and feel calm. Imagine opening a bag and everything is in the right place. Notebooks together, pens in a side pocket, and small items in tiny compartments. Repeat after me. Organised bag. Find things quickly. Feel calm. Perfect. Let's imagine a short dialogue at the train station. Lucy said, "Wow, your bag looks so neat." I replied, "Thanks. I always organise it every morning. It saves time later." Lucy nodded. "I should do that too." Organisation in your bag can also reflect organisation in life. When things are in order, you feel confident. And confidence helps when speaking English. Small daily routines, checking your bag, packing items carefully, also give you small talking points. For example, you could say, "I like to keep my bag organised. It helps me feel ready." Repeat, keep my bag organised. Helps me feel ready. Excellent. Other routines include checking batteries in my portable charger, refilling water and cleaning pens. These small actions repeated every day build habit. British English often values routine, preparation, and thoughtfulness. Words like habit, routine, ready, prepared are used daily. Before we finish, think about your own bag. Try saying out loud 3 things you organise every day. Practice describing their location. In the main pocket, in the side pocket, in the small compartment. This builds natural vocabulary for real-life English. In the next lesson, we'll explore how your bag can tell your story, what others learn about you just by looking inside. Lesson 5. The Essential Tech. Welcome back, my friend. Lesson 5 is all about technology in my bag, the essential gadgets I can't leave home without. In today's world, tech is part of everyday carry. I always have my phone, a small power bank, headphones, and sometimes a tablet. Repeat after me. Phone, power bank, headphones. Very good. One morning at the cafe, my friend Jake asked, "Why do you carry so much tech?" I replied, "Because I like to stay connected and prepared." Jake laughed. "You're ready for anything." That's a very British way to say you're organised and practical. Repeat. Stay connected. Prepared. Ready for anything. Headphones are important too. I use them for podcasts, music, or to focus in busy places. Once, a student asked me, "Do you listen to music while studying?" I said, "Sometimes, but I prefer calm podcasts in the morning." Using tech wisely helps not only with work, but also with learning English naturally. Small gadgets like a portable charger can save your day. I remember being at the library, my phone battery at 2%, panic rising. But I had my charger ready. Lesson learned. Always have a backup. Repeat after me. Portable charger. Backup ready. Never panic. In the next lesson, we'll explore stationery and creative items, the things that help me write, plan, and express ideas. Lesson 6, stationery and creativity. Lesson 6 is fun because we talk about stationery. The pens, notebooks, and sketch pads that live in my bag. I carry a notebook for ideas, a pen for notes, and a small sketch pad for doodles. Repeat, notebook, sketch pad, pen. At college, my friend Clara asked, "Do you always write by hand?" I replied, "Yes, it helps me remember better and think clearly." Clara smiled. "You're old-fashioned in a good way." That's a playful British phrase. Old-fashioned can be positive when talking about habits that work. Repeat, helps me remember. Think clearly. Old-fashioned in a good way. Sometimes I carry coloured pens and stickers. They make studying fun and help me organise thoughts visually. One day, a student said, "Wow, your notes are so colourful." I laughed. It helps me focus. Using stationery this way teaches descriptive sentences. So colourful, helps me focus, plan ideas. Mini dialogue. Alex said, "Can I borrow a pen?" I replied, "Sure, I carry a spare." Alex said, "Thanks. You're always prepared." Repeat, spare pen. Always prepared. Helps me focus. Before we finish, think. What stationery do you carry every day? Try describing each item in English. That's excellent speaking practice. Next lesson, we'll explore personal care items that surprise people when they peek into my bag. Lesson 7, personal care and comfort. Hello again. Lesson 7 is about personal care items in my bag, things that keep me comfortable throughout the day. I always carry a small pack of tissues, hand sanitizer, lip balm, and sometimes a mini deodorant. Repeat, tissues. Hand sanitizer. Lip balm. In a conversation at the bus stop, my friend Liam asked, "Why do you carry all these small things?" I replied, "They make my day easier and more comfortable." Liam said, "Smart thinking." That's a natural phrase. Smart thinking is common in British English to complement someone's practical habits. Repeat, day easier. More comfortable. Smart thinking. These small items also give you a chance to practice sentences like, "I need a tissue." "I use hand sanitizer before eating." "I carry lip balm in winter." Try repeating these slowly. "I need a tissue." "I use hand sanitizer before eating." "I carry lip balm in winter." Excellent. Mini dialogue. Sophie asked, "Do you really carry lip balm all the time?" I replied, "Yes, my lips get dry quickly." Sophie laughed. "You're very prepared." In the next lesson, we'll look at snacks and practical surprises in my bag, the things that make life tasty and interesting. Lesson 8, snacks and surprises. Welcome to Lesson 8. Today is tasty and fun. We explore the snacks I carry. Chocolate bars, nuts, a granola bar, or sometimes dried fruit. These small treats are part of my everyday carry. Repeat, chocolate bar, granola bar, dried fruit. Once at the library, my friend Tom said, "Are you eating that now?" I replied, "No, just keeping it for later, emergencies only." Tom laughed. Emergency chocolate, always a classic. That phrase is casual, humorous, and very British. Repeat, emergency chocolate. Always a classic. I also carry a small reusable cutlery set sometimes. Spoon, fork, and a small container. Perfect for lunches on the go. Mini dialogue. Lucy asked, "Do you always pack your own cutlery?" I said, "Yes, I like being eco-friendly and ready to eat anywhere." Lucy smiled. Very responsible. Repeat, eco-friendly. Ready to eat anywhere. Very responsible. Carrying snacks and practical items lets us speak naturally about habits, food, and routines. In the next lesson, we'll talk about keys, cards, and money, the essentials you cannot leave home without. Lesson 9, keys, cards, and money. Lesson 9 is about essentials we often take for granted. Keys, travel cards, cash, and sometimes a small wallet. These are part of my bag. Repeat, keys, travel card, wallet. A short dialogue. Jake asked, "Do you carry cash or just cards?" I replied, "Mostly cards, but a few pounds in cash just in case." Jake laughed. "Smart, old school style." That's a casual British compliment. Repeat, just in case. Old school style. Smart. Keys are always in a small pouch inside my bag. Wallet and cards are together, easy to access. It's all about efficiency. Mini dialogue. Emma said, "You always seem organised." I replied, "Yes, every item has a place." Repeat, every item has a place. Always organised. Excellent. Next, in our final lesson, we'll talk about the story your bag tells, how everyday carry reflects personality, habits, and lifestyle. Lesson 10, the story. My bag tells. Welcome to Lesson 10, the final lesson. Now, we reflect. Your bag is more than items. It's a story about you. My bag shows I'm organised, prepared, and thoughtful. Someone looking inside might see my habits, priorities, and little quirks. Repeat. Organised. Prepared. Thoughtful. Mini dialogue. Sarah said, "Your bag tells so much about you." I replied, "Yes, every item has a reason." Sarah smiled. "I can see your style and routine." That's the beauty of everyday carry. Talking about it gives you natural English practice, describing, explaining, and reflecting. Repeat. Every item has a reason. Shows style and routine. Now, a final exercise. Look at your bag and describe it out loud in English. Say what's inside, why you carry it, and how it helps your day. Practice for 5 minutes daily. Repeat after me. I carry items that help me every day. My bag shows who I am. I am prepared and confident. Thank you for joining me through this journey of my everyday carry. What's in my bag? Remember, speaking about daily life makes English real, natural, and fun. Keep practicing, smile, and enjoy the little details of life.